If you're interested in the Ankh and you've been seeing the symbol around a lot lately, you've been seeing different types of Ankhs, like this one, or maybe this one, then you might wonder, what's the difference? What type of Ankhs are there? What Ankh should I choose if I want to use it for energy work? This video is for you. So in this video, I'm going to share a little bit about the different types of Ankhs that you will see and what you need to pay attention to if you're looking for your own Ankh. So what I'm sharing is based on my own experience. I've been doing energy healing with the Ankh for several years now. And also I have some experience with past life regressions that involve the Ankh. If you also own an Ankh and you've been doing energy healing with it, then please share in the comments what your experiences are. I would love to learn more about it. So there are two main type of Ankhs that you see a lot. This is probably the one that's most commonly known to most people, which is the one-legged Ankh that shows often in ancient Egyptian artwork. We've all known the hieroglyph of the Ankh and what the Ankh stands for. I'm covering that in other videos. So if I would like to know more or you're interested, then check them out. But the type of Ankh that I personally have learned to work with is this one. It's a two-legged Ankh. And this is called an Atlantean Ankh or an Atlantis cross. And this Ankh is known to predate ancient Egypt. It's actually come from Atlantis. And it's brought from Atlantis to ancient Egypt. And over time, it has evolved into the one-legged Ankh. But because a lot more obviously has been preserved about ancient Egypt, we are mostly familiar with this. So over the years, I've learned to use the Ankh for energy healing, which basically means to use the Ankh as a tool to help you clear energetic blocks that are in your system. As you might know, we all store our old pain, conditioning, trauma in our body and in our energetic system somewhere. And clearing that means to align yourself and to feel more lighter and more free. And the Ankh is a tool that can help you do that. And the Ankhs that were used in the ancient days, both in ancient Egypt, Atlantis, and before that, they had a different vibration and power than the Ankhs that are coming back to the earth or are given back to us now. And so that's something I am really excited about because I felt what it can do. And I really hope that more people will be able to experience that. Having that said, the first Ankh that I learned to work with was this one. So this is a brass Ankh. So Ankhs back in the day were also made out of different types of metal. For example, they were made of gold sometimes, they were made of copper, also brass, or a mixture of metals. Recently, I also received a crystalline Ankh like this one. So this Ankh was created for me, attuned to my energy. So the crystals that are in this Ankh are clear quartz, but there's also other types of quartz such as angel aura quartz, there's Mary Magdalene quartz, Prince quartz, there's a Hertzkimer diamond in the heart of the Ankh, and there's several other crystals in here. But what I love about the crystalline Ankh, it's a very different energy than the brass Ankh that I work with. So when I work with which Ankh depends on the moment. In the first place, I always use the Ankh for healing myself. So when you want to work with the Ankh, I always suggest to start with your own healing, and then eventually you can also do healings for other people with it, but it's in the first place it's a tool to heal yourself. So I really recommend trying out what each of these Ankhs can do for you. Working with deities, for example, are archetypal energies that you can call on for your own healing, and if there's certain energy that you want to work with, the Ankh can help you connect with that. For me, I feel that this can really bring me closer to the energies of Atlantis and Lemuria, for example. And this Ankh can help me access energies from ancient Egypt better. So Ankhs can be made out of different materials. So obviously crystalline, they can be made out of one specific crystal, for example. They can be made out of different crystals, such as this one. This one has copper and shungite in there. I hope that's the right word for it, shungite. And what I really like about this one, for example, I feel that's a very strong energy of protection. When you work with it, you will feel that there's a way that it can strengthen your energetic field a lot. And then there's Ankhs made out of wood. And this is not really an Ankh I would work with for energy healing, but it has all the Egyptian symbolism, which is really cool, I think, in this one. So it has the beetle, the wings of Isis, the eye of Horus, and the papyrus plant, and of course, all within the Ankh. So I think that's a nice combination. But if you feel really pulled to work with a wooden Ankh, maybe you can create one out of a wood that has specific purposes. So for example, you want to really work on your grounding. Maybe you can get one made out of oak wood. Feel like you need an Ankh with specific other qualities such as certain healing, balsaming powers. You can maybe create one out of fir wood. And another, it's not really an Ankh, but another shape that's related to an Ankh that I've come across lately is this one. It's called Tanit. Maybe you're familiar with Tanit. It's an ancient goddess that also comes in the name of Aphrodite. It's the, I would say, the female embodiment of the Ankh. So the Ankh is, of course, the masculine and the feminine combined. And the Tanit is the female shape of that, basically. And then on the other hand, you have the cross, like the Christian cross, which is the male shape. And the Ankh is a combination of both. So it represents the divine union of masculine and feminine. What this one means to me and what it means in general, I will talk about in another video. The way this one crossed my path is very special to me as well. So there's definitely another story coming up about that. You know more, you want to learn to work with the Ankh, or you want to get an Ankh for yourself, whether you want to get a brass Ankh or a crystalline Ankh, you can check out my free Ankh introduction guide. I'll leave the link in the description, and I'll see you in the next video.